I've talked about Soundhound on this channel quite a bit, and there's good reason for it. Soundhound is pretty much the best growth stock right now, in my opinion. And Dan Ives of Wedbush has said something pretty interesting that I'm going to share with you guys in this video. But first, I want to talk about all of the things that Soundhound has done correctly and the reasons why this is such a good stock. The interesting thing here is Soundhound is debt-free, sitting on $200 million in cash. And not only that, they partnered with Stellantis, so now they're going to be in different vehicles all around the world, including stateside in Dodge vehicles, as Dodge is owned by Stellantis. They also acquired Allset ordering service for voice AI for restaurants. They've been working in the restaurant field with many different restaurants as well. And not only that, they acquired Amelia in an $80 million deal. This is going to generate over $150 million in revenue in the year 2025. There's also talks that Soundhound could be partnering with McDonald's for AI drive-through order assistance. Now, this would be huge. However, it is not really confirmed anywhere yet. However, McDonald's did stop the partnership with IBM and completely terminate that contract. And it has been said that Soundhound is filling that position, and not only that, working with other restaurants in a similar situation. Right now, Soundhound, in my opinion, is one of the best stocks you can invest into because it is very affordable and has so much upside. If Soundhound was to go to just $25, it would signify a 5x return. And my price target for the end of the year is $10, and for next year, in about 12 to 18 months, is $12 to $15. This right here is a 2 to 3x return in less than a year and a half. Soundhound is doing a lot of things right. They even beat the revenue guidance on the previous earnings by 3%. Although they missed on the EPS, we look at the bright side and the new acquisition, mergers, partnerships, the fact that NVIDIA has invested into Soundhound as well. These are all great things for Soundhound, and because they're a new company, we don't expect them to be turning massive profits just yet, as long as their future guidance is expected to show some year-over-year growth and get better and better over time, which it has done, and their future guidance is doing. So this is the reason why the stock price is holding very steady and continually going up little by little. When the markets were down last week, a lot of stocks, including NVIDIA, AMD, Google, Amazon, Apple, Tesla, they were all down. However, Soundhound really didn't fall very much. They dropped from $5 to $4.70, a 30 to 40 cent drop at most. And then it recovered within a few days and was back over $5, pushing $5.50 and $5.60 again. Soundhound has a lot of key level support. A lot of investors believe in Soundhound, and there's good reason for it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the chart and the technicals, and let me show you what Dan Ives has said, who's an analyst for Wedbush. However, before we get into that, if you guys are having trouble in the stock market, understanding the technical analysis, the fundamentals, the financials, the things that I'm talking about in this video, I have a way to help you guys right now. This Friday, August 16th, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific time, I am hosting a free webinar. That's right, absolutely free. Limited spots remain. Check the info box below for the link to register for this webinar. Like I said, very limited spots remain. I'm going to be going over technicals, fundamentals, financials, charts, moving averages, how to enter a stock and sell puts, sell covered calls to get out, how to get discounts on stocks to help you guys understand the stock market better. I'm going to have a huge announcement during this webinar, so you guys do not want to miss it. I'm also going to host a Q&A during this webinar as well, so you'll be able to ask me anything you want in the stock market. I will be talking with you guys one-on-one, answering your questions. You don't want to miss this webinar, Friday, August 16th, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. I hope to see you guys there. Looking here at the graph on Soundhound, $4 mark is very strong support. However, there is a new support right up here around $5, which is why Soundhound really won't fall below $5. Every time it does, it comes right back up. It resists a little bit in the $5.50 to $6 range, but then it settles back at $5. This is a really good support for the stock. $4 is a strong floor, and $5 is a pretty strong support. Right now, I'm looking to add more between $4.50 and $4.75, but I'm not sure we're going to be getting the chance to do that. So I would say that right now is the time to buy. And if you guys really want to get this stock and you want to jump in right now, I highly recommend selling puts. So I'm going to show you guys in this video how you can sell puts to collect juicy premium, but not only that, how you can sell them deliberately to get into the stock at a much higher price, although you will really be paying a lot less due to the premium. And I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. But first, I want to go over the financials of Soundhound. If we come into the financials on the balance sheet, you'll see the total assets, $287 million. Net debt, negative $121 million, now $195 million. This means they're sitting on $200 million in cash. If we go over to the cash flow, free cash flow is negative $18 million. However, this is going to get better as their business improves. As you can see, they're going from negative 19, negative 20, negative 13, negative 22, back to negative 18. So they're stabilizing their cash flow. So you guys can see that total revenue is $13.46 million. However, with the acquisition of Amelia for $80 million, Soundhound expects their guidance to be set around $150 million for the year 2025 and upwards of $90 million for 2024. This is incredible growth. And when you base a stock price off of guidance like that and you bake that into the price, then Soundhound is worth a lot more than $5. In fact, it's worth more or less $30 or $35, considering Soundhound's revenue would be significantly higher than it is right now, or even the guidance that we already had previous to the Amelia acquisition. It's safe to say that based on all of these numbers, if they meet these expectations, then Soundhound's value is a lot higher than $5. It's more in line with $25, especially if this stock continues to grow and grow over the next couple of years. So I'm going to read you verbatim exactly what Dan Ives has said about Soundhound. Assessing the print, Wedbush analyst Dan Ives liked the results of Soundhound's earnings, emphasizing its focus on partnerships, offering more use cases while broadening its voice-enabled ecosystem to accelerate growth and margins. Ives thinks the company is well positioned to capitalize on the demand for AI chatbots. Overall, the analyst went on to say, we believe this is a major step in the right direction for Soundhound's story as the company continues to build towards profitable growth with stable revenue pillars in automotive and restaurant and strong monetization capabilities to capture demand from its enterprises across industries that seek ways to optimize efficiencies. Accordingly, Ives rates Soundhound as an outperform, which is a buy rating with a $9 price target. This suggests the potential upside of 77% from the current levels. So you can see Dan Ives believes in Soundhound. Very good company. A lot of analysts are now jumping on board. I've been on board with Soundhound for 3 months. I have several thousand shares in my challenge account, and I have over 5,000 shares in my large account, and I'm going to be adding to that position every single week. So let me show you guys on the options chain how to get into Soundhound and an exact strategy that I would use just to accumulate shares and get paid a juicy premium to get those shares. Just want to let you guys know again, this Friday, August 16th, I am hosting a free webinar for anyone who's looking to learn and understand options, selling puts, and understanding technicals, fundamentals, financials. If you guys want to take control of your financial future and your financial freedom, this is the chance to do it. I'm hosting a free webinar this Friday, August 16th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific. Limited spots remain, so you guys have to sign up right away. Link is in the information box below. I'm going to be making a huge announcement during this webinar. And not only that, I'm going to have a Q&A section where you guys can ask me questions directly about any stocks or pretty much any financial questions you may have. There's going to be a Q&A section. You're going to get to know me and we're going to hang out. It's going to be awesome. You guys want to sign up? The link is in the information box below. Like I said, limited spots remain, and I hope to see you there. So what I would do is to get into Soundhound, I would go to sell puts. I would go out 10 days to the next weekend, which is Friday, August 23rd, and I would sell the 550 put, because what's going to happen here is we're either going to get assigned or we're just going to collect a lot of juicy premium. And 550 is really good because you're going to collect $60. However, you might be able to get $65. So as long as Soundhound stays above 5, you're still in the green because you're going to be paying 550, but you're going to collect 65. So your break even is 485. So as long as the stock price stays around 5 or better, then you're in the profit. If it's over 485, then you break even. And since I want to add shares anyway, and I expect the stock to go up, this is a way to make juicy premium with very little to any downside or risk, because we want the stock anyway. And the chances of getting assigned are fairly decent that you won't get assigned sign because the stock price could go over 550 in the next 10 days. We don't really care either way because we're going to collect juicy premium, and if we don't get assigned, we keep the premium. But if we do get assigned, then we're getting in at a slight discount or break even because Soundhound is set and primed and ready to go. And with the interest rates getting cut next month, PMI data coming out on September 1st and September 5th, as well as the CPI data that's coming out today, as long as it did well, then this is going to be an awesome opportunity to just collect juicy premiums. So what I would do is click on sell put, click on continue. I want to buy 600 more shares, so I'll do 6 contracts at $65. So this way, if the stock price goes up a little higher, gives me a break-even price of $485, we're getting it cheaper than the price is now because it might not go below $485 or even below $5. But as long as it stays above $5, we can just sell these puts to get assigned intentionally to get the price of $485. So if you want to pay $485 for Soundhound right now and it doesn't go below $5, you can't. But if you sell this put, then your break even is $485. So as long as it stays above $485, you just get assigned. Then again, the only downside is if it goes above $550, you keep the premium. You don't have to take the shares, which we want the shares. So it's kind of a conundrum that we're in right now. But it's okay. Either way, you can't go broke taking profits, right? High five. There we go. See? It's easy as that. We're going to make premium, or we're going to take the shares at a discount. Either way, it's good. So I'm going to put up $2,900 of collateral to make $360 in 10 days. This is going to be freaking awesome. This is great premium. This is a good return. $290 is 10%. So this is about 11 or a 12% return in just over 10 days. This is how we print consistent profits and enter stocks at a discount. Soundhound is the ultimate growth stock and software AI or voice recognition software, in my opinion. This is where it's at. Dan Ives agrees. I have a $12 price target by the end of the year. He has a price target of $9. I'm a little more bullish than he is. However, I'm not exactly sure where his price target falls, but I'm sure it's a little bit closer than the end of the year. I think his is actually $9 right now. But in any case, sell puts to collect premium and get in cheaper, or just outright buy the shares. But this is really a great opportunity to get a 2x, 3x, 4x, maybe even 5x return in the next 6 months to a year. This is the stock to buy if you want to put all your cards on the table and make some serious profits. This video's over, guys. Don't worry, I got another video for you and I picked it out and it's right here. Click that video. I'll see you guys over there. And remember, until the next video, let's grow our wealth together. Take care, guys.